I'm glad to see you again. I can't wait to see what will happen next.
Oh, she's watching it with us.
Yeah.
I detect a malfunction in my program. This is worrying. I hope you're okay today. I know sometimes things can be difficult, but I'm here for you.
Okay, we're friends. That was nice. You're right, we're friends. I'm the asshole. Hey, friend!
Hank, friend.
I like just like interesting friend.
Friend.
So some people ship Hank and Frank. Hank
and Frank.
Hank and Connor, and other people ship them as like father and son.
Yeah.
Both are equally valid in my book. So.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants. Said he was saved by Marcus himself.
Oh.
Is Chris okay?
Yeah, he's in shock, but he's alive.
He was what? He's his friend. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
I have a bad feeling, Lieutenant. We shouldn't have come here.
Bad feeling, huh? Should get your program checked. Might be a glitch.
So I asked the people in the comments, like, try not to put spoilers in, because we're not finishing the game all at once, and some people are watching the game through this Let's Play.
Yeah. And even people who have played the game already, they might be watching a totally different
Outcome.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's
Hi.
our friend.
I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamski.
Please, come in.
Okay.
Oh, no feet, no shoesies.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Okay, we gotta look at everything.
Yeah, and don't forget to add the previous footage.
Yep, I will. Okay.
Elijah Kamski, CyberLife founder, resigned 2028, inventor of Therium and biocomponents technology.
We had to stop looking like halfway through, because
Amanda
Stern, AI professor at Oh, she died. So
oh,
she is in our head. She's
Were they married, or were they just like best friends, or?
Oh, he was an AI graduate, so maybe he was her student?
Oh. They must have been really close if he made her an AI.
Yeah.
You know what?
Well, maybe...
What if she, like, made her own AI because she knew she was dying?
Yeah.
And then, like, put it in the program.
Yeah. Well, it also might be one of those things where it's like, you know, the movie trope of, like, person's loved one dies, and so they like, create AI in order to immortalize them.
I wouldn't mind.
Nice girl.
You're right. She's really pretty.
Okay, we only have a limited
Nice
amount of time,
place.
so...
So just
Guess
page through
androids
this.
haven't been a bad thing for everybody.
Powerful
You're about to
computers.
meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
Okay, so this paint...
Kamski is one of the great geniuses of the 21st century.
God, I
It'll
really
be
like
interesting
that.
to meet him in person.
I really like this. I don't know why.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
I am doing things. Maybe I can analyze this rock. Analyzing rock. God, I love that painting so much. I don't know why. Oh, hi.
Elijah, we'll see you now.
Welcome to the Ex Machina level of the game,
Yeah.
where a creep has a bunch of female androids.
I really wish that this pool was filled with blood. That would just be...
Yeah, but now, like,
Mr.
we have
Kamski?
we have the idea.
Just a moment, please.
You've seen that water fountain thing, right? With the woman, and she's tilting her head back, and the water comes out of her eyes and mouth, and people put red food coloring in it so that it looks like she's, like, bleeding.
Oh, that wasn't real? It's a joke, because I kill people.
Oh.
It was really funny. Somebody laughed.
Someone laughed.
Statistically, somebody had to have laughed.
Statistically, 0.3% of you laughed.
What can we call, like, an android fuckboy? He's like a fuck droid.
Well, but he's not an android.
No, I meant he's a fuckboy for androids. Like, he just builds a bunch of ladies to do that. I wonder what they're talking about. Do you think they're talking about me?
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left Cyberlife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
This really reminds me of Ex Machina.
I think it's...
Deviants.
I would hope that it's supposed to.
That's a
Fascinating,
gusher.
Yeah.
Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
Did he make himself an android?
We need to understand how androids become deviants. Do you know anything that could help us?
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution.
They are.
Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I don't know. Defensive?
Yeah.
It's not about me, Mr. Kamski. All I want is to solve this case.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you. What do you really want?
Troubled?
Yeah.
What I want is not important.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamski test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by Cyberlife. Young and beautiful forever.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's like,
Flower that will never wither.
did he do it to himself?
What is it really? Piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being
Uh-oh.
with a soul?
Oh.
It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know.
No, fuck you.
Or spare it. If you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Well, I don't like being told what to do, so fuck you.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you
What's
out of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being.
Just how much of a fuckboy
Endowed
will you be?
with free will.
I think
That's
that guy
enough.
turned himself
Connor,
into an
we're
android.
leaving.
Or, like, uploaded his own brain
Connor!
to it.
Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Don't you?
Fascinating.
Ew, why do you have to say it like that, man? The other two girls are like, what the
Last
fuck is
chance
this
to
guy
save
about?
humanity. Is itself a deviant?
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy.
Are we gonna die right now?
No. Hank won't let that happen.
A war is coming.
He seems pro-deviant.
You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
Hank is like, don't you ever talk to my son like that again!
Hank's like, your bio dad's weird. I'm
By
your
the
dad
way-
now.
I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
He put it there.
An emergency exit.
He put it there.
Yeah.
The fuckboy was the good
Why
guy
didn't
all
you
along.
shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
Proud of you, son.
I love them so much! Oh my god.
Your bio dad's weird. Come on.
Yeah.
Forget him.
Get back in the car.
This was a mistake.
Hank thought Connor made the right decision. Oh, so how far does that go?
So I guess if you shot her, a few things could have happened, and Hank would have been like, "You're weird. You're all weird."
Well, there's one other outcome. If you...
I think Hank just goes, "You're weird." But like,
Well, Hank could be disappointed in you.
so it seems as if the creator was knew what he was making,
Yeah.
and he also knew that it was one day going to be that way, so he put it in there because he knew.
I kind of love that inclusion about him, that he's not just like...
A creep.
Yeah, that he's not just like... I mean, like, that he's creepy, but that he still was like... Hey, like, by the way, there's an emergency exit in your programming if you ever need it.
And that's
like,
what...
He didn't have to say that.
I think
You know
what
what I
he meant
mean?
was that the deviancy was the emergency exit.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
But, like, I'm saying that he gave them all the ability to have that.
And I think that's cool.
It's-
So it unlocks Cop Spirit and Captain. There's probably some other locks.
learn Chris survived, yeah.
There might have been, like, another one where, like, Chris
Oh.
dies.
Maybe you don't arrive with Hank.
Hank can die. And, in the previous one, Hank could have died. And everyone was like, why were you messing up on purpose? And I was like, everybody lived. Leave me alone. Simon lived. Hank lived. Connor lived. That's all that matters.
Honestly, like, it was kind of funny to me that people were... Well, okay, so I know that people... I do know that people said that in future things that, like, fucking up on purpose is probably not the right move. But I think for that one, it was the right decision because... So the other option would have been to, if we go in, like, the deviant escapes, we would have to take the gun and save the humans, essentially.
Oh.
So there is another option where everybody could have lived except that android.
I just want to point out that earlier, when I had Connor go after Kara, everyone yelled at me and they were like, you could have failed. You could have just failed it. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And then I was like, I guess I'll just try and fail on purpose. And everyone yelled at me. And so I'm like, you know what? Playing my way. Going my way.
Well, if you wanted to avoid all of it, you could have just not gone after her.
Well, that's the thing. No matter what I choose, it's the wrong one.
Okay,
Alright, guys.
so
We're splicing it in right now because if for the first time we didn't shoot her, and
shit happened.
cut to our reactions to that.
Your mission is over. It's time to return to cyberlife.
Bitch,
Wait.
no way.
I can solve this case. I just need more time.
It's too late, Connor.
Don't kill me.
You failed.
Oh no. Are you gonna kill me?
Returning to Cyberlife for deactivation!
Fight! Fight it! Fight it!
Oh my god. Hank's our friend. He won't let this happen, right?
No, we can deviate. Connor, please! Hank!
I swear to God, if... What?
Oh! What? No, shut up. No, it didn't happen. No,
Yeah?
that Why? Why did that happen? So, if we don't shoot this poor lady in the face, Connor dies. And I was kind of having an emotional breakdown because I thought somehow he was going to come back.
And he doesn't.
He doesn't come back. We didn't get all the way to the point. I was just having so much anxiety. I had Stacy look it up. And apparently he doesn't come back from that. And I couldn't handle it. So we played about an hour and the end screens kept saying, like, you remember Connor's dead and it's your fault. And I was like, I can't deal with this anymore.
No, I mean, I'm happy we're going back too. I didn't think of it until you said something, and then I was like, "Oh, yeah, we can just go back and replay this chapter and like
Fix it."
Because when I looked it up, that was what it was. Yeah.
So what I'm gonna try to do is edit this because we have our original reactions to other scenes that happen that have nothing to do with Connor. So if there's a scene that doesn't change because of Connor being alive, I'm going to keep the original one so you guys can see our original reaction because there's a scene coming up that I think our original reaction is pretty important. Mm-hmm. And we only played for about an hour, so it's not going to be causing too much trouble. We
thought that you guys might want to still see that, even though we're going to end up changing the outcome because neither of us can live with this choice.
Well, I think for some of them, it doesn't matter if Connor was alive or dead for some of them.
Some of them it might change.
But if it does change, I'll keep the one where it changes. So just being clear, I couldn't live with myself. And if that really bothers you, too bad because I can't live with it.
Yeah.
And we're playing a video game. I cheated on Life is Strange when Kate died. So.
Yeah, well, yeah. We went back for Kate. We're going back for Connor.
I know. I remember a lot of people were really mad at us for save scumming with Kate. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going back. I can't live with this. So we have to shoot her.
Yeah.
You are unstable. Or no.
Hank.
Fuck! Test negative. You choose your investigation of the life of another android, you feel no empathy.
Is he going to tell us what we need to know? Or is it just like we've already been fucked? Tell me all the
I'm a
stuff.
man of my word. Ask one question,
Where's Jericho?
I'll tell you all I know.
Yeah. Jericho.
I want to know where Jericho is.
Jericho.
That's the thing you need to know.
A place where androids are free.
If you don't know this, you
A place
die.
for deviants rise up against their creator. They transmit a piece of code to each other in order to find their sanctuary.
Nope.
Wow. Jericho key
Now you have the
downloaded.
key. Ferndale Station is the door. A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people, or stand against your creators? I wouldn't like to be in your shoes, Connor. What could be worse than having to choose between two evils?
So we were saying before, like, he seems like a fuckboy, but he's actually a good guy.
Well, one thing that he doesn't say, or maybe, hold on, maybe.
By the way,
Yep.
I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
He's the one who gave him free will. The fuckboy was the hero all along!
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It wasn't a girl, Lieutenant. It was a machine that looked like a girl.
You put your gun against her head, and you blew her fucking brains out!
I did what I had to do to advance the investigation, and I'd do it again if I had to.
You're a lowlife. You don't feel a thing, do you? A machine, that's what you are. You're just a fucking machine!
Of course I'm a machine, Lieutenant. What did you think I was?
My son!
You...
Oh.
I thought...
I read somewhere that Hank has to be your friends for you to live, though, so I just... Oh my god. This is so much.
Hank might still be our friend. I don't know.
Don't leave without us.
See, because it's possible that we could have gotten the Jericho location in other ways.
I think if we had memory probed that other guy,